Job for a Cowboy. Oh, actually, a lot of people have been telling me to, or asking me about this, so I will watch this. Job for a Cowboy. Okay, so I saw this weird thing on Twitter where the album's called Moon Healer, and I don't know, there was like some fucking losers complaining about the album title, and the band had to like justify why they called it Moon Healer. Maybe I should just never look at Twitter ever again. To be fair, not been super familiar with this band. Had some friends back in high school who were really into this band. Never really jumped on them, so Job for a Cowboy, which I can only assume cowboys can just be cowboys. I don't know what else they could do as jobs. Lasso salesman. Well, I guess a rope salesman wouldn't sell a lasso. How long was this band gone for? It was a while, right? Oh, he's goopy. Goopy. Is that Seth Rogen? Yo, that bass though. Is that fretless? Does anybody know? Is that a fretless bass? This bass player is really fucking channeling Steve DiGiorgio right now. Okay. Sorry, I don't like pausing the song, but this part reminds me of a very specific scene in a very specific movie. Has anybody ever seen the movie 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams? There's a scene in that movie where he's having a nightmare, and he's standing in like a grocery store aisle, or I guess a pharmacy aisle, and then there's this weird sound that plays, and then he just goes, ah, and his eyes just start gushing blood, like. It terrified me as a kid, probably why I remember it so much. Just this specific part of the video reminded me of 1 Hour Photo. Actually, I kind of paused it at a good time. Kind of makes me feel, it feels like an Inferi song, and I don't think Job for a Cowboy was ever like that, right? I don't know, like what kind of music were they before? I think of like Entombment of Machine, right? Like that was just like bada 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 bada. Experimental death metal. So I'm kind of curious. So obviously, anytime a band comes back, there are fans who like are not on board with the comeback. My limited experience with this band is that this is way more techie, or yeah, somebody said experimental than their old tracks I've heard. So is there part of the fan base that's like not on board with more of the what's going on here? Yeah, it's like the orcs, the urukai growing out of the ground. At least he's got a shirt. Oh, it's the Pan's Labyrinth guy. This video has suddenly taken over all my attention, by the way. When the guy got slimy, it's all I could see. It's all I could focus on. Now, this song was a banger, and specifically that bass, really, just in my mind, listen, I just say things that come to my mind, and they might not be like 100% true, but the way that bass sound really reminded me of like Augury and like First Fragment, like that really, what's his name? That bass player, Forrest LaPointe or whatever, like that really wobbly, fretless bass sound. That bass just all over the place. Really cool sounding. Lots of good riffs in that too. I'm gonna be like very upfront. Like I said, not a lot of experience with this band, but I kind of wrote them off as just like I just always kind of assumed they were just like 010 friggin' like the old Whitechapel, the old Suicide Silence, and Thy Art Is Murder. I just assumed they were a Job for a Cowboy was just like that. This is very surprising to me, like pleasantly surprising. I really like that song. The full album's not out, right? Or it will be out. I just have to, I'm going to listen to all of it. I have to. The name put them in that category. Yeah, it's kind of also Job for a Cowboy just reminds me of like, you know, the 2000s emo songs, just like weird ass titles. Also, you think of like Devil Wears Prada, just like there's weird ass song titles. HTML rules, dude. It has nothing to do with the song. Dogs can grow beards all over. Like I think of every Job for a Cowboy just makes me think of that. Yo, that was a banger. That was really cool. So I'm just like kind of pumped on that.